We're the HPI-DigitalBlog, and we're speaking today with Professor Uli Weinberg. He's director at the HPI School of Design Thinking. Thank you for taking the time.
Thank you.
Professor Weinberg, congratulations on 15 years of design thinking at the HPI-D School. In a few words as possible, how would you describe design thinking?
Yeah, design thinking, we had 15 years of time to come up with a short description, but it never ended up to get one. So design thinking is, from my perspective, one of the best holistic approaches to think and to act in a digital world in a new way. And it's a kind of method set which we put together through the past years, and it's constantly further development. And the key things is collaboration, focus on diversity, flexibility in spaces, which means physical spaces, but also digital spaces, and a non-linear working mode. Not a linear working mode, a non-linear working mode, which allows a lot of mistakes, which allows a lot of prototyping, and actually that is the mode how software is developed generally all over the world.
From your point of view, why is it important for people to know about and to learn design thinking?
I think it's very important to learn what we call design thinking as an agile mindset, because we are living in a world which is highly connected and which is getting more and more networked due to this kind of technology which we are all carrying around with us, these kind of pieces of glass, which are highly connected with each other. But the thinking in the back of our minds is still a kind of non-connected, competitive thinking and working mode. And what we train, our students, what they learn is how important it is and how efficient it is to collaboratively approach complex problems and also to come up with innovative ideas. Yes, you can do this in a silo mode. You can do this with just people from your discipline, but the students at the School of Design Thinking, they learn through the two semesters that it is way more efficient to do this with different perspectives, bringing them together in a team mode.
How does the method of design thinking differ from traditional approaches?
It is because we're looking at those three core elements which are playing together. So the focus on teamwork, on a team of teams mode is something very important. So it's not that there is a team doing something and it's hiding the results. No, it's always in a share mode, team of teams, so an inspirational mode which gets actually all the ideas which are generated in the flow for others. And the efficiency of also a very flexible space, we found out, helped us also through the pandemic, for example, to stay flexible in a digital world. What we are introducing right now is a high flex mode, a hybrid flexible work and learning environment. That is also something which is really, really helpful for people, not only in schools and universities, but actually in the work environment. And the non-linear mode to work, that is for a software person, that is a completely normal thing. They're using to work in Scrum modes. But for an other person in the mechanical engineering, for example, or in a social business, for them, that kind of approach is most of the time a new one. And that is something we have to learn, because all of our facilities, all of our businesses, all of the streams of knowledge are somehow related and done with software. So a software-based thinking is very, very important in a world. And we have to learn that.
In an earlier interview, you especially underlined the importance on focusing on the performance of teams rather than that of individuals, as you already said. Do you think people will still reach their full potential even without personal incentives?
Absolutely. That is what we learned through the past years. There's no individual incentives at the D School. There's no grading as in the school or university in a normal setting. And I was asked so often by project partners, how do you generate that energy without the individual incentives? Because our project partners, they were so flashed by the flow and by the energy of the student teams that they were saying, I never saw that, and how do you do that? And I'm pointing always on the intrinsic motivation. which comes up if a team of students, team of humans, is actually working on a topic and trying to solve a problem with a lot of effort, and they want to solve that. It is a complex problem, and they are eager to solve that. And in that mode, in a team mode, and if the outcome is the most important and not the individual success, all of a sudden there is a kind of flow happening and people are getting intrinsically motivated, and that beats every extrinsic motivation. So I'm personally, through the last 15 years, I'm completely done with individual grading. I think we should rethink our education system fundamentally and get rid of that. Focus on collaboration.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.